For the Community Redevelopment Agency will come to order. It is Tuesday, April 28th. Please join me in silencing your cell phones. Madam City Clerk, please call the roll.
Member Perrine.
Here.
Member Martin.
Here.
Vice Chair McGurk.
Here.
Chair Cleveland.
Here.
And
I
Member
understand Mr. Ashley's excused. Yes. All right. Welcome to the CRA meeting. This is time for public participation. If there's any citizen who wishes to speak on matters pertinent to the CRA, this is your opportunity. Please come forward and you'll be heard. Seeing none, public participation is now closed. We'll move on to the consent agenda. And I think we're just going to adopt the minutes. Is there a motion to adopt the minutes from the 28 October meeting?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Madam City Clerk, please call the roll.
Member Perrine.
Yes.
Member Martin.
Yes.
Vice Chair McGurk.
Yes.
Chair Cleveland.
Yes.
Thank you.
And now on to old business. We're going to correct a form error for adaptive use opportunity grant in the amount of $250,000 for Bernard Huckenstein, owner of NSB Magnolia, located at 300 Magnolia Street, which was approved by the CRA board in January of 26. I see Director Bergeron at the podium. We're anxious for your report, Sam.
That's pretty much it, Mr. Mayor. It was just a CRA grant that was approved on January 27th. And when I was looking back and filing everything away, I noticed that the form that Bernard had filled out was the incorrect form. The agreement is correct, which is attached to this agenda item, and all the information on the form is also the same, but for our records, I wanted to make sure that when we're audited that the form is correct. So that's what's before you this evening.
Is there a motion to approve the new form and repair the error for the adaptive use grant?
So moved.
I have a motion.
Second.
And a second. Madam City Clerk, please call the roll.
Member Martin.
Yes.
Vice Chair McGurk.
Yes.
Member Perrine.
Yes.
Chair Cleveland.
Yes.
Thank you.
Motion carries unanimously. On to new business. We have a resolution CRA 02-26. Consider the adoption of a resolution which, if adopted, would approve an amended CRA budget and reappropriate a CRA trust fund for a specific CRA capital projects for fiscal year 25-26. And Samantha, we're anxious for your report.
Thank you, sir. As you mentioned, this budget was approved on January 27th. We approved the changes in the budget and brought the budget to the final amount of $11,216,737. During this time, we had some of our capital projects that we had approved in there. One of them was the Rocco Park LED light project. The original approved budget was $155,000, and because of some rules and regulations with FAA, and the team decided to go ahead and reuse the existing light posts. So that brought the project cost to $72,500, so that's a savings of $82,500. The team also identified some other projects that just came to light that are not in our CIP for the city. One of them is the City Gym Asbestos Remediation Project, which was approved previously by City Commission. The cost of that is $27,160. And then a portion of that savings will be reallocated to the City Gym Asbestos Remediation Project. There's another project that came up as we're in the midst of our boat ramp repairs and dredging in that area off the North Causeway. The contractor noticed that the boat ramps on the east side were in pretty bad shape, and so we went ahead and reallocated. The total cost of that project was $319,000. The City Commission approved the change order and funding at the regular meeting held on March 24th. So we took the savings from the Rocco Park, the $55,340, and then we also reallocated some of the dollars for the Avcon project at the airport to make up those funds. That was $266,660. So we just kind of moved some money around to be able to accommodate the capital projects that came to light, but the overall budget amount has not changed at all. So we're just asking for approval this evening to reallocate some of our capital funds.
Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate that. Any questions for Director Bergeron?
Just a comment, great job. I like the way you did that. I like the savings that was done at Rocco and applying it, moving it around to other needs. Thank you.
Thank you. It's a team effort.
Appreciate that. Is there a motion to adopt Resolution CRA 0226?
So moved.
A motion
Second.
and a second. Madam City Clerk, please call a roll.
Vice Chair McGurk,
Yes,
Member Perrine,
Yes.
Member Martin,
Yes.
Chair Cleveland.
Yes, thank you. Adopted unanimously. On to consider, item 5B, consider the approval of Community Redevelopment Agency for the City of New Smyrna Beach small-scale commercial facade property improvement of a 50/50 match grant and the amount of $14,500 to Trey Harshaw, owner of Harshaw LLC, located at 121 North Orange Street in New Smyrna. We're anxious to hear your report, Sam.
Thank you. Just as a refresher, the CRA Grant Facade and Commercial Improvement Project or Grant Program were approved by the CRA Board and the City Commission on April 13th, 2021. As you mentioned, these small-scale commercial facade property improvement grants are 50/50 matching grants. They're basically created to encourage and incentivize a redevelopment of commercial buildings and properties with commercial frontage within the CRA district. This is a small scale, so the cost to enhance the commercial facades has to at least be $20,000, and it's a 50/50 match. So for this particular grant request, the CRA Board is considering an award of a small-scale commercial facade property improvement 50/50 matching grant in the amount of $14,500 to Trey Harshaw, owner of Harshaw LLC, located at 121 North Orange Street, for exterior improvements consisting of new awnings and exterior wall demo and repair. The total estimated costs are expected to be $29,000. Staff recommends approval for the grant in the amount of $14,500.
Any questions on this one? Comments? Very good. Is there a motion then to approve the 50/50 match?
move to approve.
A motion
Second.
and a second. Madam City Clerk, please call a roll.
Member Martin,
Yes.
Member Perrine,
Yes.
Vice Chair McGurk,
Yes,
Chair Cleveland.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. This motion is unanimously approved. On to item 5C, consideration for a CRA grant for large-scale facade property, 50/50 matching grant, the amount of $29,000 and $29,088.50 to Ryan Shank, manager of CMRC. That's for Pups Patio Dog Park and Bar, located at 736 Canal. What do you got on that, Samantha?
So for this grant request before you this evening, the grant amount, as you mentioned, is $29,088.50 for exterior improvements, including replacing the roof with a metal roof, installing exterior front windows, adding artificial turf, and adding a concrete patio that would be connected to the building. The total estimated costs are expected to be $58,177. The applicant has complied with all of the requirements of the grant for the amount of estimates that have been required to submit by licensed contractors. Staff recommends approval for this grant.
Any questions for Ms. Bergeron on this one or comments? Very good. Is there a motion to approve the 50/50 matching grant of $29,088.50 for the Pups Patio Dog Park and Bar?
So moved.
A motion
Second.
and a second. Madam City Clerk, please call a roll.
Commissioner Martin,
Yes.
Member Perrine,
Yes.
Vice Chair McGurk,
yes,
Chair Cleveland.
Yes, so that motion carries unanimously. On to item 5D, which is to consider a CRA small-scale commercial facade property improvement, again, a 50/50 grant in the amount of $15,652.38 to 511 Home Source, located nowhere but 511 North Orange in New Smyrna Beach. Tell us about this one, please.
For this grant request, the CRA Board is considering award of a small-scale commercial grant in the amount of $15,652.38, located at 511 North Orange Street, for decorated exterior facade improvements, repair and reseal the pavers in the driveway, painting, and new exterior doors and windows. The total estimated costs are expected to be $31,304.75. The applicant has submitted all of the required documentation. This current fiscal year budget, we did approve $166,000 for the small scale grant program, so we are well within budget. Staff motion recommends approval.
Any questions or comments on this project at 511 Orange Street?
I do, Mayor.
Yes, sir.
Sam, so we're just, in this case, we're talking about just outside repairs to the structure and painting it the same, or?
Yes, and they've met with we've had a pre-application meetings with the owners of the property, and they're looking at reusing that, probably for like a coffee shop and kind of an additional use to the building. And they are in the audience if you have any questions for them. So it just kind of cleaning up the sign and the whole shakers there on the front of behind the sign as well.
So they can only get one grant, right?
Yes.
Wanted to repurpose to a coffee shop, maybe, if they have those plans or future plans, maybe would have been better to hold off for something more tangible for the grant, but nonetheless, that's their decision. I just wanted to make sure this was just repair of the outside and then paint.
Right, so remember the CRA grant program can only be used for exterior improvements, and a lot of the other additional improvements that they'll be making will be to the interior, which are not eligible per the CRA grant program.
Gotcha. Thank you, Sam.
Yes.
Any other questions, comments? Is there a motion to approve the 50/50 matching grant, the amount of $15,652.38 for 511 Home Source Incorporated?
I'll make that motion.
I have a
Second.
motion and a second. Madam City Clerk, please call a roll.
Member Perrine,
Yes.
Member Martin,
Yes.
Vice Chair McGurk,
Yes.
Chair Cleveland.
Yes, thank you very much. The motion approved unanimously. And I think that's it.
There's only one thing I have is just that your annual report was submitted by March 31st to the county, and it's also available on our website. There was an ad in the paper, and it's also available in the clerk's office if anyone would like to look at it. That's all I have,
Sam,
sir.
how much, I don't want to put you on the spot. Can you tell us how much CR money we've spent and how much we've got left?
We have 11 million left. We have all of those dollars encumbered. They are mostly an ongoing current, either the CRA grant program, but also for specific CIP and capital improvement projects that are in the budget that are also attached to this agenda, or not this agenda, but the previous agenda with the budget.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Any other business from any of my colleagues? Okay, so we will be adjourned for 5 minutes.